These gelatin cups heal your gut, but it's not just the gelatin doing the work. I fermented blueberries for 2 days and turned the juice into the liquid base for this gelatin. Two ingredients, two different mechanisms, both healing your gut at the same time. The gelatin provides the building blocks your gut wall needs to repair itself. The fermented blueberry juice delivers living probiotics directly to your gut. You get both in one ramekin. Here's how I made it. This started 2 days ago. Frozen blueberries, non-iodized sea salt, filtered water, and 2 lemon slices. That's it. Non-iodized salt only. Iodized salt has additives that cloud the brine and change the flavor. Filtered water because tap water has chlorine in it, and chlorine slows down the fermentation process. The lemon slices add a small amount of natural acidity to the brine. That acidity supports the fermentation environment. They are doing a job. They're not just sitting there looking nice. Stir the salt into the water until it is fully dissolved. Then pour it straight over the frozen blueberries and lemon. Leave at least 2 inches of space at the top and push the berries below the liquid line and keep them there. Anything floating above the brine can go bad. Seal it loosely so gas can escape. Set it in a dark cupboard on a plate because it will bubble over if you've used a smaller jar. Here's what's happening inside that jar. Tiny living bacteria that were already on the skin of those blueberries have woken up. They eat the natural sugar like a Pac-Man in the blueberries as their food. As they eat, they produce lactic acid. That acid is what preserves the berries and makes the brine safe. That fizz is proof that they're alive and working. Those living bacteria are called probiotics. When you eat them, they go to work in your gut the same way they worked in the jar. A 2021 study confirmed that blueberries fermented this way have more antioxidants available to your body than raw blueberries. Fermentation breaks down the cell walls and releases more of what your body can actually use. The sugar content is also lower after fermentation. It's an amazing process. The bacteria consumed it. The research confirms that direction. A precise number for home fermented whole blueberries has not yet been published. That distinction matters, and I will always tell you where the research ends. So next, pour the cold strained brine into a small saucepan. All 2 1/3 cups. Burner stays off for now. Sprinkle the gelatin straight over the cold brine. 2.5 packets of Knox. Do not stir. Just let it sit. Watch what happens. The gelatin is absorbing the brine. We don't see dry powder. There's no standing liquid. That's the beginning of the bloom. It has to happen before any heat touches it. I ultimately let it bloom for 20 minutes because of the acidic nature of the fermented blueberry juice. So you might be asking, why Knox and not a grass-fed beef gelatin? Because of the brine. Fermented blueberry brine is acidic. Acid makes it harder for gelatin to set firmly. Knox is made from pork, and pork gelatin sets stronger and firmer than beef gelatin, gram for gram. In an acidic liquid like brine, that stronger set is what you need. 2.5 packets gives you a firm, clean set in a 10-ounce ramekin against the acidity of the brine. Both labels are clean, 1 ingredient each, when compared to the beef gelatin. The difference is how firmly they set in an acidic liquid. Knox wins this recipe on that basis alone. The bloom's complete. Now turn the burner on low. You're not cooking this, you're warming just enough to melt the gelatin into the brine. This is the most important step in the whole recipe. The living bacteria in this brine start to die above 115 degrees. So watch that thermometer closely. The moment it hits 115, pull it off. Stir gently the whole time. You're watching for the liquid to go clear. No cloudiness, no undissolved granules. When it goes clear, it's ready. Pull it off the heat at 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Add a pinch of sea salt and the monk fruit allulose blend if that's your choice. I chose to use allulose by itself. Taste. To your desired sweetness, add more. The brine is tart on its own. Taste it and decide. I used 3 tablespoons of the allulose, but again, everyone's sweetness will differ. Let it cool to room temperature before it goes into the ramekins. I let it cool about 20 to 30 minutes. If you pour it in hot, you get a skin on the surface. Here's why gelatin matters for your gut. Gelatin comes from collagen. Collagen, as you might know, is the material that holds your body together. Your joints, your skin, and the lining of your gut. The lining of your gut is a wall. When that wall develops gaps, things pass through that should not. That's what you might have heard called a leaky gut. Undigested food particles, bacteria, things that trigger inflammation pass through that lining. Gelatin provides 2 building blocks your gut wall uses to repair itself: glycine and proline. So in this one ramekin, you have gelatin supplying the building blocks your gut wall needs, and fermented blueberry juice delivering living probiotics to populate your gut with good bacteria. 2 mechanisms, 1 recipe. The liquid's cooled now, so we divide it equally among the 3 10-ounce ramekins. It's about 3/4 of a cup each. I just eyeballed it. So then you refrigerate it uncovered for 3 to 4 hours until fully set. I chose to do it overnight. Don't cover them. Covering traps condensation and puts water on the surface. Before we finish, if this is the kind of cooking you're looking for, subscribe. Every recipe on this channel runs through the same filter. The claim has to be sourced. The source has to have a standard. The standard has to have evidence. That's how this channel works. Place the reserve whole fermented blueberries on top as a garnish. These are the same blueberries from the brine. They're also probiotic. They contain more available antioxidants than a raw blueberry ever would. They are not just a garnish. They are the 3rd gut healing element in this recipe. So there you have it. 3 things working for your gut in one ramekin: the gelatin, the fermented blueberry juice, the fermented blueberries on top as a garnish. Every claim in this video has a source. I told you where the research is solid and where it's still growing. That is the healthy skillet standard. That is the promise of this channel.